hate to tell you, but you're buying the wrong cryptos. There is a market explosion coming, and there are specific cryptos that millionaires are buying right now in preparation for the bull run that's gonna make them millions more. Would you like to know what they are? So in this video, I'm going to reveal exactly which altcoins millionaires are buying so you have the same odds of winning as they do. I'll show you something that will make the hair on the back of your neck stand up. And I'll also give you a tool that will allow you to take action without emotion so you can 10x your results. Now, all of the altcoins I'm about to share do have massive potential in the coming bull run, but one of them was so painfully difficult to get out of the millionaire's little black book. I wonder why. But before that, we need to understand the sun and the moon. People will wait years for the opportunity to watch the moon go perfectly in front of the sun. And when it happens, everything goes dark, and it's one of the more naturally exciting things you will ever see. And it's called an eclipse. But while you wait for the next eclipse, smart people are actually planning ahead. They'll figure out when the next eclipse is happening, they'll figure out where you can see it, and they'll book a trip, book hotels, and buy the right glasses to have a really good experience when they go and watch it. They prepare basically when everyone else is carrying on with their normal life and they've forgotten about the last eclipse. So when the day comes, they are as prepared as possible and they have the highest chance at having a spectacular experience. The same happens in crypto. There is a time to prepare and there's a time to sit back and watch the spectacle. In crypto, we call those bull markets and bear markets. And in our example, the time in between where everyone else is kind of bored and going on with their everyday life and they're not thinking about eclipses anymore, that's called the bear market in crypto, and prices usually are going down in that time or going sideways. Typically this presents a really good time to buy. And the actual eclipse event, well, this is the bull run. And the bull run can happen very quickly. It can come and go in an instant. But the tough waiting period, the bear market, that can feel like an eternity. So when you're looking at your crypto portfolio and you're about to buy a crypto, analyze where you are, because in my opinion, we're approaching the next eclipse, and history tells us that all the conditions that have existed in previous bull runs are existing right now. But there is one thing we haven't considered that could change the outcome of your experience that you have very little power to control. What if you've prepared for the eclipse and you've got the hotel, you've got the glasses, and you sit down, you're ready, you're about to watch it happen, and the clouds come in? All the preparation that you've done didn't account for the weather. In crypto, this might be the government creating a new law or coming after your cryptocurrency project. This exact thing happened to XRP and Ripple, and it affected that cryptocurrency for a long time. Or you could have the owner of an exchange come out as a massive fraudster, being Sam Bankman-Fried. And this was a real life story that really did happen and affected crypto. You can't control these things. So what you really need to be able to do is to be able to look at the whole event from a zoomed out perspective, and do that for crypto in general too. And what that'll do is it'll put you in the best position to take advantage of the good weather. Think about watching the eclipse in sunny Los Angeles rather than rainy England. It'll give you clarity on the whole decision-making process, and it will allow you to act based on your own gut rather than the thousands of influencers online. So here's a quick 4-step system that will do all of that for you. If you answer no to any of these questions, it's not the time to buy and it's probably not the crypto to buy. Number 1, was the crypto formed in the bear market? Typically, if a crypto project was started when there was no money to be made, I think it says something about the intentions of that project. They're not there for a money grab. They're there to build something that actually has some substance. Let's move on to question 2. Are we in a bear market? Of course, if prices are going downwards and sideways in a bear market, that would usually present a good opportunity to buy. It's a good time to buy because prices are less than they would be in the eclipse event, right? In the bull run. So of course, if you answered yes, we're in a bear market, let's move on to question number 3. And question number 3 is, does the crypto solve a problem? We're looking for projects that solve problems because they have the greatest long-term potential. If a project's just come up to make money or just to play a joke at a meme that's going around, it's not going to exist for the long term. We want to know that the crypto project that we're looking at really solves a problem. So if you answered yes to that question, let's move on to the final question. Is the problem that is being solved by this project within a $1 billion industry or more? We only want to target big problems because big solutions to big problems equals big opportunity. And I've actually given my entire process on figuring this out in a recent newsletter. So make sure you click the link below to register for it, and you'll be able to see the archive of all of my newsletters in there. So if you're watching this way in the future, you'll also be able to see that exact email that I'm talking about in the archive. Just follow the link and you'll get all of that. And this is a stripped back way of allowing yourself to get into the mind of a millionaire And what I want you to do, at the very least, download the checklist in the description and run through the checklist before you make any decisions in crypto. It's what the millionaires do to make consistent money in crypto while everyone else is losing. But with every second that goes by, we are transitioning into a bull run. The moon is coming and it's approaching the sun. So let's skip the line a little bit and see what the millionaires are actually buying right now. And if you thought I would just tell you the altcoins and leave you to it, you're wrong. I'm going to tell you what the millionaires are buying for sure, but I'll also give you the simplest method for buying these cryptos so you don't have to go on some weird, complicated exchanges to participate. I'll also enable you to explain these projects and cryptocurrencies to family and friends in a way they will understand all by yourself. And I'll even teach you a game-changing blueprint for making sure you're buying crypto at the right time every time. So in order to explain crypto number one, we have to go to the carnival. Imagine you're at the fair and there's loads of rides and it's very exciting. Every ride is $1. But you're down to your last one. So you're heading to the final roller coaster. It was the favorite one of the evening, and you're gonna go and end on a high because that was your favorite one and everyone's having fun. But while you're in line, you realize that the price of that ticket to go on that roller coaster has just gone up, and it's gone up to $1.01. You can't get in now. That's crazy, right? That would be incredibly frustrating, wouldn't it? Well, unfortunately, this is exactly what happens in crypto with stablecoins. They aren't actually stable. For crypto adoption to actually take place, millionaires need to have confidence that $1 million in a stablecoin is $1 million. So naturally, if they find a project that solves that massive problem in the $155 billion industry that is stablecoins, you can bet your bottom dollar that they're interested. And of course, these top investors discovered that there is a crypto dedicated to making a $1 ticket ride just $1. And that crypto is Maker. And you can buy MKR on Uphold. And I strongly recommend that you register with Uphold. I do have a link in the description and it is an affiliate link, but I'd be recommending them regardless because I use them every day and their interface is completely geared around beginners. In terms of price action for Maker, I'd personally look between $16,000 and $25,000 as a price target in this bull run. And bear in mind, Maker is currently at just below $4,000 at the time of recording this video. But there is actually a project that's getting even the most cool, calm and collected investors excited because it's solving probably one of the biggest problems that exists today. The problem this cryptocurrency solves is like turning a town fair into like a super global mega arcade. At a town fair, you've got games, you've got food, you've got kissing booths. Has anyone actually ever seen a kissing booth? But if you want to participate in the fair, you actually have to buy a stand, you have to buy a ticket, the stall is rented for a short period of time, and you have to play by the rules that the fair wants you to. All fees and proceeds go to basically one person, and if the worst happens and the power goes out in the town, the entire thing is over, no one's going on any rides, and you have to go home with a half-eaten turkey leg. And this is the state of the internet right now. You have to pay for a domain, hosting, storage. It's basically controlled by a couple of companies. And there are many more issues with the internet, but that's not for this video. Well, this next project have discovered a way to give the people the power over the stands, rules, and games at the fair, rather than having it all controlled by one company. They make the fair safer for everyone trying to enjoy their time there. And it even allows every single town fair in the entire world to access any given fair globally. And it's all done through this project, Internet Computer. You can also buy Internet Computer. It's called ICP on Uphold. And I truly recommend Uphold if you want a simple crypto experience. At the time of recording this video, ICP is at $18, but I could estimate ICP going far beyond $200 in this bull run. This one has massive potential, so you might want to hold on to some too. But this next one was buried in the secret conversations of the wealthy, but I got into those conversations and I couldn't believe what I heard. This crypto has just opened up a prime buying opportunity as I'm recording this video and could present the biggest opportunity we've talked about so far in this video. But to truly grasp why millionaire investors are buying this altcoin, we have to talk about Pokemon cards. Back in the 90s, you were the coolest kid in school if you had a holo Charizard. If you had it, you basically became the king of the school and even the teachers would bow down to you. The issue is, outside of this card being very rare and very valuable today in the world of Pokemon collectibles, it's really just a piece of paper and there's very little to say who the card belongs to. But what if you could turn anything in your life into a trading card? Your house, your business, your Man United season tickets. What I've just described is a little process called tokenization. which is basically digitizing the ownership of a real world thing. Meaning if you gave your house token to someone else, they'd now own the rights to live in that house, to throw a party, and even earn an income from renting it out. They get all the rights to your property that you have right now. And that really is what ownership is. It's the ability to act upon rights that you have over a thing. And these tokens can actually be traded online, and that can allow people to have some amazing opportunities, like making money out of thin air for things you didn't know were valuable that you already had. You can generate a passive income. And you could also maybe invest in markets that you could have never invested in before, like housing, specifically in London, rather than having to buy a single house. Obviously, this is a complete game changer for every single person on Earth. Massive problem, massive solution, massive money. And right on cue, the millionaires have shown up. And this next crypto is called Nexera. And the sky is the limit for this token's price. And you guessed it, it's available on Uphold, and no one is talking about this one. So to me, it hits all the marks on the checklist. But it's all well and good knowing which altcoins millionaire investors are buying. But in order to make more money than those buying the same altcoins, there's something you need to know that will supercharge your knowledge. So if you want to get ahead of the rest of the market, making investing so easy you could teach it to a baby, and remove all of the investing fears you've built up so far, then watch this video. It's a game changer.